And welcome back to Street Switch Photography. Let's do this.
Street Switch Photography.
So welcome back to Street Switch Photography for another one. You can tell by the title. Charlie Kirk, yes, that subject again. Now, the reason I'm bringing this subject back up is quite literally because some of the comments that I've seen going around on social media are absolutely abhorrent and disgusting. And let's just say the lefties has shown their true colours. Now, we do end up with some lefties turning around and saying we like to debate, we like to do this. All debate, all trust and everything has now gone out the window. I don't think people realise just how much of an impact the death of Charlie Kirk has actually had on people and on what they like to call the far right. Now let's get this into some sort of context. For a start, when you've got people on social media actually, sort of, let's just say, cheering Charlie Kirk's death, like this fella here. He knew where the killer was. He knew he was there, in my opinion, and he was cheering because somebody had just shot a man who had a family and a wife, who was a devout Christian, and this person deserves to spend the rest of his life in jail. That's my opinion. Now, a lot of people have been hit quite hard by Charlie Kirk's death, and it actually hit me because I'm a Christian myself. And to do what they did and then blame, start basically celebrating the death of a man that was a prodigy of his time, really. We're never going to have another Charlie Kirk. And like I said, we've got lefties online saying all sorts of things, doing the virtue signalling thing that they normally do. All trust is gone. That is it. There will never be another debate with a lefty from me. Ever. I am absolutely disgusted. I am absolutely shocked at what these people have done. Now, people say don't tarnish everybody with the same brush, and they like to try and sort of call us racists. They like to say the far right is dangerous. The far right is the most dangerous thing on the planet. In the last 5 years, how many far right people have attempted assassinations and actually succeeded in any assassinations? We had the Trump attempted assassinations. What was the lefty's response to that? Oh, it was fake. It was set up by Trump himself. Bullshit. The only side I see maximum violence coming from is the far left. This ideology is damn right dangerous. It's people that have been told that the right are disgusting, that they should be ashamed of themselves, that they're Nazis, that they're gammons, as they like to call us, and everything else. And this LGBTQ all falls into it because on the side of them bullets, on the casings, was LGBTQ 4K in scriptures on the side of these bullets that hit Charlie Kirk. On the side of the casing. And when this sort of thing happens, again, they were cheering, they were saying all sorts of disgusting things, of which I'm not going to display on this channel. You can find it freely on social media. It's all over. There's whole pages made so these people can spout their bile, their disgusting, horrible bile. Now, it made me angry, but I didn't show it at first. The last video I did was basically pointing out the killer. They know who he is. Well, they've got pictures of him, and he will be caught. He will be caught, and I hope he is brought to justice. He will be spending the rest of his miserable life in prison. And to say that this hasn't affected anybody's life and the world's a better place without him. Basically, a man was killed for telling the bloody truth. And that is what the far left do not like, is the truth. They like to live in their wonderland, believing that they can identify as a mermaid, or they can identify as a woman with a cock. Now, there's actually a name for that a bloke of 40 years old decides all of a sudden he wants to be a woman. It's called autogynephilia. Go and look it up on Google. They get sexually excited by dressing as a woman. Now, some people aren't going to like this video, but you know what? Do not let people stop you speaking out. Do not let people stop you speaking the truth. Do not let people try and set you into these make-believe fantasy worlds that these lefties want to live in. Tell the truth. Search for the truth. Make sure your family are safe. Search for the truth, and make sure that you are always on the right side of history. Now, this is a very secular thing. It's happened in some way, shape or form in the past. And again, the far left like to say that the far right are dangerous and that they're violent. Yet the only side I see this actually coming from is the left. They want to stop us raising our flags because it offends people. That's their excuse. It offends people. Now, 95% of people in Melton want us to raise flags. They want us to put these flags up on lampposts outside their house. And the only reason they won't have them on their house is because they're afraid of being attacked by the far left. And that is fact. We've had a dose of this far left ideology ourselves during the elections. We've had a dose of this far left ideology now. And it's in America that it's happened, but this has affected the whole of the West. And the lefties have basically revealed themselves for exactly what they are. Now, I honestly don't know what else to say, because his family, his friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a clip that I found on Facebook, and this is the way these people, excuse me a minute, this is the way these people actually speak.
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow. That's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it.
You just don't have any feelings. And then on the feelings you do have, you're proper oversensitive because you've been beaten in a debate. That's the truth. You don't like the truth. You want to live in your make-believe fantasy world.
Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it.
Girl, someone had to do it.
And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes.
Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
He was not a misogynist. He was a Christian man with a family that was speaking the truth against the far left. Again, the only side we see, the far left being violent. We don't see this from the far, what they like to call the far right, what they like to call the racists, what they like to call the gammons, what they like to call the fascists.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No, I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended. So.
And God will judge you. God will judge you. Now, these are the types of people that we have in our modern day society, not just in America. In Great Britain as well. The only good thing we've got in Great Britain at the moment is our gun laws. Now, I don't disagree with America's gun laws, but they can't have helped this situation at all. Now, other sort of, let's say, opinions on this. People basically trying to say the far right is dangerous and everything else, and that we can't raise our flags in Great Britain. Why are we raising our flags? Well, we're raising our flags because we're proud to be British. I went downtown yesterday and I went to see my Muslim friend Tariq, who owns a mobile phone shop, and I gave him a flag, and he has proudly displayed that flag in the window of his shop. I now owe him a hot chocolate because I just owe him a hot chocolate because I like to sit and talk to him because he's a nice person. He's a devout Muslim. He moved to Great Britain to get away from the extremism of his own country because he doesn't believe in that. He's got a family, he runs his own business, he pays taxes, he entered this country legally. And we're told we can't raise our flags because it offends a few people. A few, meaning a handful. And usually they're the people commenting. The flags are going to continue to go up in numbers. The flags will be outside people's houses, the flags will be on cars, the flags will be on every single lamppost on the main streets of Melton Mowbray. If you don't like it, you can pop down to Yorkshire Trading and buy yourself a blindfold so you don't have to look at our disgusting, horrible, racist, fascist flag, as you like to call it. The fact is, if you're running a business and you're against this, then you're taking British money off British working people that live in Great Britain in a British house, and you're quite happy to take that money. This has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell. Do not let people and do not let this government take your free speech. Do not fall for this police state trap. Do what you think is best for your family and protect your family, and always be there for them. Bye for now.
Street Switch Photography.